Way too many
Well,
times.
we are live, and Matt was singing while we were
It
live.
was.
And
because if anybody's in our Facebook group, they still have to pick selections on our first song.
I know, right? So okay, we hadn't even started yet. We're going to start. Where's all the people? No one's joined us yet.
Yeah, let's give it a minute.
Okay.
Hey, y'all, join the party.
There we go. We're starting to get some people. Join the party. We're here. Goldgell Getaways Travel Podcast. We are live tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, you want me to do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
Hey, we're up
Generation X proudly presents.
We are up to 10 votes finally.
Well, all right. So, Matt, before we even start, tell them what that vote is.
So since we're just starting the show now, and obviously we love talking about Alaska as much as possible, we on our Goldgell Getaways Alaskan private page that we have for everybody that's going on the Alaska cruise. As people, yes, Matt shaved. Yes, Matt shaved. Matt shaved and got a haircut.
Matt looks like a little baby face.
Yes, I know. Young Matt. We have put out a poll on what our first karaoke songs will be.
For Matt and Dave.
For us. We tried to go with duet group setups a little bit. Dave is a professional karaoke, as I posted. I am with Liquid Courage. The poll right now, so if you're in the Alaskan group, make sure to vote for this. We got like 45 people in the group and only 10 people voted, and 2 of them are right here.
Yeah.
So we went with Bye 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 by NSYNC.
And I'll do the dance.
I might have to stretch out a little bit. My choice, that was Bye 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 was one you voted for that, right? So yes, that's the leader right now. Brand New Man by probably some of our greatest country artists of Brooks and Dunn. Something out there that we put a little fun into a little bit. Mm-hmm. You and Tequila by Kenny Chesney and Grace Potter.
And my wife has requested that I would do the Grace Potter part if that one wins.
Sometimes you just gotta do it. And then the option that has nothing, which surprises me, which we'll have to do anyway, is Hanging Tough by New Kids on the Block.
See, now here's the thing. I said we could do Right Stuff. Oh, 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 oh.
That's Hanging Tough.
Oh, oh, the Right Stuff. But Hanging Tough's a good New Kids song too.
I think we'll be okay. So if you're in that group, make sure to.
Thank you.
But Hanging Tough, we can really, it gets a little bit like angrier, a little bit.
It does. Anyway, okay.
They bring out the Boston in that one.
Yeah. If you are in the group going on the Alaskan cruise,
vote
on what you want Dave and Matt to sing. We're going to try to get Josh up there too.
And Josh actually voted, which was surprising to me. And I think and he voted Bye 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 due to the fact that I think that's the only song out of that he knew.
I'm not shocked. All right. So let's get this party started with a bang. Welcome to the Goldgell Getaways Travel Podcast. Tonight, we are discussing what to do when travel goes wrong. Boy, do I have a story for you. Matt hadn't even heard the whole.
I only got the original text message. That was early when you sent me that message, which is fine. Like, oh, Amy can't wait to see the dance moves. Yep.
Oh, they'll be there.
Whoa, hold on a sec. NSYNC is multiple. Val, you signed yourself up for that, buddy. You're in.
But so there will be some for those of you who listen to the show, watch the show, follow me on Facebook. I hadn't even posted on Facebook about what happened just because I wanted to save it for this show. It was a cluster of words I can't say right now. Anyway, all right. So we are the Goldgell Getaways Travel Podcast. We're talking about tonight what to do when things go wrong on travel in the airport. Plus, we've got a couple of Disney news things to hit before we get into our Maine meat and potatoes. Side note, we will not be doing the breaking news, travel news bump. We haven't cut that one yet. I'm sorry. Anyway, so I am Dave Adams. That is just Matt of Goldgell Getaways. Goldgell Getaways, who are we? We are a full-service vacation planner specializing in Disney vacations, cruises, and so very much more. We have travel planners who have been all over the world and can help you plan your next trip, whether you have big kids, small kids, no kids, or adult-sized kids. We can help plan your next vacation. And, of course, we are an authorized Disney vacation planner. Also, if you want to join Goldgell as a teammate, a travel agent, info at goldgellgetaways.com, or what is it, Matt? In the description below.
Sorry.
Email us at info at goldgellgetaways.com. Let's go with your subject. I want to be an agent. Or you can go to goldgellgetaways.com.
Dave, I'm not going to say it, but if you just heard my phone just ding, from somebody on the Wish. So I'll share that information in a little bit.
Oh,
yeah. I wasn't expecting that message, but obviously it leads into some of the stuff we'll talk about a little bit later.
Okay, then. All right. So Matt, that just threw me off my game.
Sorry, my man. It threw me off my game. We were messaging hours and hours ago, but
good text or bad text?
I'm not concerned.
Okay, great.
But it's just more information that, hey, Pam's here.
Hey, Pam. All right. So Matt,
we got group stuff coming up. We're not going to talk about Alaska. We'll talk about that because actually, Dave, your portion of like what happens when trips go awry.
Yeah.
Kind of my Alaska thing kind of got thrown a little bit of a curveball today, and I'll talk about that too.
Oh.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Okay.
You heard me panicking early this morning.
I did.
Nothing serious. I'm still going to Alaska. I'm not missing karaoke. Don't worry about that.
Good.
Japan 2023, March 26th to March 31st. Cherry blossoms, an excursion at Mount Fuji. The Digital Art Museum, time on your own, food tours, supervised tours, and on the back end, Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea.
Tokyo Sea.
This is going to be a great trip. I'm excited for everybody going on it.
Yep.
I'm kind of jealous that I'm not going on it.
A fun time will be had for all.
Yes.
Hey, Val, we'll talk about this later, but Val says at least none of us are flying in the same day as embarkation day.
Yeah, well, we'll address that one later too. And I think that kind of leads in. Everything just kind of snakes together with multiple trips coming up. But everybody,
that's how we did it. We planned. We planned ahead, man.
Yeah. Anybody interested in Tokyo? Reach out to that email.
I had it up just a second ago.
Sorry, events. Subject Tokyo 2023. Dave, you're on that one, right?
So far, so yeah, we're on it right now. There's some backdoor conversations between me and my wife, but yes, we are going on that one as of right now. And I'm betting on who is going to be the first one to actually eat authentic Japanese food.
What did Paige say?
Oh, come on, Matt. You got to go to Tokyo.
Paige, as my other profession as a high school baseball coach, that is the wrong time of year for me to sneak out of town.
Yeah, that's peak baseball season.
Yeah, that does New England. That's we got to get 20 games in a matter of 8 weeks.
Yep. All right, what's the next one, Matt?
The next one, 9-day Mediterranean cruise, the Norwegian VIVA. Said it twice, 2 weeks in a row. Josh would be so proud of me. Mediterranean cruise. And actually, I'm on this trip with Josh and Taylor. Leaving out of Lisbon, Portugal. Going through Spain. Going through France. Hitting up Italy. And ending in Rome.
So wait. You're going to see Spain. You're going to see France. Who's going to see their underpants?
Yeah, it could happen. This is going to be a great trip. I'm excited about this. A lot of places to see, a lot of different food to eat. That's how I plan my trips, is always around food.
Oh, that's how you have to do it. That kind of bleeds into the Disney news we're talking about in a few minutes.
And especially in Italy, it's kind of really getting some authentic Italian food, not our fake American Italian food.
You mean Olive Garden's not real Italian?
When we're there with family.
Exactly.
But I'm really excited about this trip. I'm going to try to get a couple days early into Lisbon. The good thing about working in a high school is you become friends with like the Spanish teacher who's actually been on a trip similar to this.
Ooh.
And you find out all like the hidden gem spots like that you want to go to. So big shout out to Miss Peach for hooking me up with some information on this.
Does she give you like language lessons too?
We haven't gotten that far yet. Okay. But that's probably starting the fall of 2023. But I know Google rooms are yes. I know rooms. Talking to Josh the other day, rooms are extremely limited on this. Email Josh directly at joshrippey@goldgellgetaways.com. Subject: Mediterranean 2023.
Yep.
Bam.
Oh, my buddy Ben Harris. Hello, Ben from Hollywood Studios. He is at Disney right now. My buddy Ben is from the UK. He hasn't been back to Disney World since Galaxy's Edge or Toy Story Land opened, and he just rode Rise for the first time.
Nice.
So, part of me wants to go back to that first time of riding Rise just because it was so cool. I'm a little jealous of you, Ben. And his kid and wife are asleep in the resort, so he's getting to do it all by himself too.
Hey, there's no better way, right?
Yeah, except he's never seen Star Wars. I know.
Hey, we're not judging. We're not judging.
Okay, you're not judging. All right, so this is when I would normally play the Disney World Travel News or the Disney Travel News banner bumper.
But we forgot to cut that down again.
So what I will play is I forgot to play it. I'm sorry.
Yep. Hey, Josh isn't here. Go.
Josh isn't here.
No calling? No waiting? There's no rules!
Let's just start back on.
There's one rule!
Okay.
We're going to keep playing that until Josh comes back.
Yeah. That's our bumper this week. All right, so let's just go ahead and talk about the 9,000-pound elephant in the room.
What might that be, Dave?
Huh?
What might that be?
Well, something landed at Port Canaveral yesterday.
Yes, the Wish is in Florida, finally, after making the trek over from Germany.
Yep.
And obviously the other elephant in the room is everybody in the Walt Disney World, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, every community kind of went into panic mode today when they canceled one of their test sailings today. Yep. And people got to understand that stuff's going to happen. Please remember that this was just I shouldn't say just a cruise with cast members, but from my understanding, it was a staffing issue. I know a lot of people out there are giving other information. I know they were trying to get a lot of the staff onto the ship as of last night. Unfortunately, they couldn't, so they were still getting staff onto the ship as of today. And obviously, they have to be on the ship to actually take off, right? That would be to sail away.
Yeah, staffing is an issue everywhere. So this leads into my travel horror stories we'll talk about later. But give some people some grace where you don't normally or wouldn't normally give grace. Just
Right.
because staffing is an issue everywhere. You're going to get to cruise. Just hang on and have fun.
Right.
So Matt, you got a text.
Yes. So obviously when this went down, I kind of reached out and tried to get some information on this, and it was from my understanding from this text, and I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anybody within Disney. It was a staffing thing, and they were staffing the ship as I was texting at 11:30 this morning. They were getting 200 crew members onto the ship, and also loading food and supplies onto the ship. Mm-hmm. So obviously that throws a major wrinkle into any ship trying to take off. But also like conversations I had, this stuff going on, but it's nothing serious. I know everybody's panicking. Oh, I'm on this July 14th inaugural sailing. Oh my, what's going to happen? Everybody take a deep breath. Everybody breathe now. It's going to be fine.
Yep.
I'm honestly not. Dave and I were talking about this before we logged in. I'm not concerned. I'm not. You know what I mean? And I'm cruising on, I think it's 63 days from now, something like that.
Nice.
I'm not. Dave, don't get me wrong. I hope other people on my ship panic. So it opens up some availability at some of the tastings and Apollo brunch. Just saying, anybody on that August 22nd decide to bail out, make sure to post it in that Facebook group. But yeah, definitely not panicking.
Yeah, not only did we get news that it is in Port Canaveral, but late last week after our show, so we couldn't really talk it, we got a little bit more news, sneak peek maybe, about the Marvel Quantum Realm dining room on the Disney Wish.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the actress who stars in Miss Marvel on Disney Plus is going to be involved in that dining room now. So you're going to have Miss Marvel. You're also going to have world-renowned Marvel actors in the first of its kind cinematic dining adventure, including Paul Rudd as Ant-Man, Evangeline Lilly as the Wasp, Anthony Mackie as Captain America, and Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. So you're going to have some. I am still interested to see how this is going to work out. Let me show you the.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, let me show you the picture here that they're using. That looks cool.
Yes.
And I'm not a huge Ant-Man and the Wasp fan, but that looks like it's going to be pretty cool.
I hope they have that in like a poster form that you can buy on the ship.
Oh, I'd buy it
with the ship underneath and the wish.
Yeah,
like, yeah, that might go in the studio wall somewhere behind the screen.
Because you need that right next to you. Need something next to your turtle.
Well, I'm gonna get the tow-made or popcorn bucket when I get out to Disneyland. I actually have to get one for one of our agents while I'm there too. If it happens to not get to Mr. Chris Maples and ends up in my room.
I mean,
sorry, bro.
But anyway, so here we go. Avengers Quantum Encounter is Disney Cruise Line's most ambitious dining experience ever. It's like dining inside an epic Marvel movie. Throughout dinner, guests take part in a hands-on demonstration of the latest and greatest PIM tech, the Quantum Core, hosted by Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyke, Ant-Man and the Wasp. But this tech is so advanced that it attracts a very unwelcome visitor to the Disney Wish, Ultron, voiced by actor Ross Marquand.
Yep, you're good.
Okay. It's not the original actor, but eager to get his hands on the powerful quantum technology. Captain America and Captain Marvel arrive just in time to take on the army of Ultron's sentients in an Avengers-level battle on the upper deck of the ship. So does it spill out into the ship?
I don't. This is the tough part. It's like there's so many questions to be asked still about all these restaurants, and obviously we've talked about it. Dave and myself, we're going to be on the Ovation of the Seas during that inaugural sailing. I don't want to know.
I'll know.
Yeah, of course you will, because you're that way. I don't
Yes, I
want to
am.
know.
With them is hero in training, Miss Marvel, who puts her cosmic powers to the test alongside some of her favorite adventures while totally fangirling the whole time. Says we are so excited to be the first Disney vacation experience to feature the girl that's Miss Marvel. I have so many more questions and not enough answers.
Right. And I think they do. What's Chris saying?
I'm disappointed that adults can't use the slide in the main atrium.
Chris, time out. Says who? You distract and you go.
Right.
Exactly. It's going to be a one and done for you. You just
once you do
it,
you tell your kid to go run down the other way. When they're chasing them, you go down the slide.
Yeah. We don't condone that behavior, but there is ways around it.
Right. All right. Anyway, so
I'm excited about this restaurant.
I am too.
It might be more of the point of there's so many, the other two restaurants, your Arendelle, it's a dinner show. It's pretty much like the other dinner shows on the other Disney cruise lines.
Yeah. It's the Tangled show.
Right. And then the other restaurant is just pretty much just, I can't even just. What is it? It's
the Royal Fare. It's what it is.
But this one has it has a unique twist to it.
Yeah.
If they're holding the cards, they're not showing their cards yet, which I honestly I like.
I do, but I don't. I want to know. Dang it!
Right.
All right. Do we talk 4th of July or holidays food first?
I'll go. Now that I just logged out of it, you can talk whatever you want, and so I can get back to it.
Well, here we'll do holiday food. I'll even share my screen and let you see what I'm reading.
I'm almost there.
All right. So holiday food. We are officially halfway to the holidays. So Disney, of course, is capitalizing on this. Let's see the exciting treats making their way to Disney parks in honor of halfway to the holidays. For a limited time at Downtown Disney District, and this is in California, the Christmas Dinner Corn Dog from Blue Ribbon Corn Dogs. I might be out on this one. Beginning June 23 through 30, the twist on the classic features a corn dog made with a turkey hot dog, hand-dipped in battered, rolled in panko crumbs, and served with a side of cranberry sauce for dipping.
That's a no for me. Like, and I love corn dogs, but the turkey hot dog kind of.
Yep.
No.
All right. Now we get to the good stuff. For those with a sweet tooth, June 23 to 30, California Churro has the Peppermint Churro. A churro rolled in crushed peppermint and drizzled with mint frosting topped with peppermint candy pieces. Yes,
the thing about it is, like, and I'm not stating anything that nobody already knows, but Disneyland is known to have better churros than Walt Disney World.
Of course,
it's a known thing. So this doesn't surprise me one bit.
No. And here you go at Walt Disney World Resort, where apparently we're known for our chocolate here because Disney World always has a lot of chocolate. Guests can find some delightful options to choose from at Gasparilla's Island Grill, found at Grand Flow. The pastry team has brought back one of their sweet treats from the 23rd to the 26th. Guests can get a festive favorite, the Very Merry Minnie Mouse Cupcake. Chocolate cupcake filled with cookies and cream mousse, topped with ganache-dipped buttercream, cookie ears, and a chocolate holiday bow. That's definitely chocolate.
That's a little too much for me.
Yep. This one looks amazing. At Animal Kingdom Lodge, where the Mara is joining in the fun. This team has whipped up the brand new peppermint bark cheesecake. The peppermint cheesecake with a chocolate cookie and peppermint crust and whipped vanilla panna cotta.
Yep.
This treat is also available June 23 to 26.
This actually, like, I would, I like my cheesecake,
Oh, I'd eat that up.
and I would have a few of these. Unfortunately, they're probably having a few of them also means there's $40.
Yep. Oh, the ever popular golden Christmas tree popcorn bucket. Let's see. Guests won't be able to get their hands on them during the holidays previously. No need to fret because all across Disney Springs at outdoor vending carts, they'll be available to find these buckets. Not to mention the popcorn included in it. So, guys, don't go and hoard these and sell them, and don't make me go off on resellers.
Oh, the worst part, like, I hate to say it, the worst part, it's with it coming to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst thing. This is Matt's hot take right here, and people are going to hate it. That's probably the worst thing they could do.
Yep, there's going to be resellers all over that park.
Because it's open. You can just walk right in. It's no ticketed event. It's going to be insanity. You thought the Figment buckets were bad in Epcot. This is going to be 100 times worse, especially with that opportunity where you don't have to actually go into a park. Hopefully they limit it. They won't.
They won't. And then here we go at Joffrey's, which I don't know if y'all have heard my take on Joffrey's coffee. It's garbage. Anyway, at Disney Springs, Joffrey's has peppermint mocha and white chocolate gingerbread latte. Meh.
I'm not a coffee guy anyway, so.
I'm a coffee guy, but I like black coffee. So, all right. And now for the other food event.
4th of July.
Independence Day. For those of you who are in the United States, you know what this is. I just bought a new hat for Independence Day. I'm excited. Pam, you like Joffrey's? Well, more power to you. Thank you, Eric. Eric and I are on the same page with a lot of stuff. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, Matt.
No comment.
All right. 4th of July here. Walt Disney World Resort Magic Kingdom at the Columbia Harbor House. Available July 1 through 4. The berry shortcake. Shortcake topped with berries and whipped cream. It's a strawberry shortcake with blueberries, which looks amazing. Casey's Corner, you got the Chicago-style all-beef hot dog. All-beef hot dog, traditional Chicago green relish, pickles, and marinated diced tomatoes served on a potato bread bun. That sounds great.
Yep.
The Plaza Ice Cream Parlor, red velvet cookie ice cream sandwich. Red velvet cookies, vanilla ice cream, and sprinkles. Cool. Now we get Hollywood Studios, the Backlot Express, and Rosie's All-American Cafe. The apple pie cupcake. Yellow cupcake filled with apple pie filling, topped with salted caramel buttercream and cinnamon strudel, and garnished with rainbow sprinkles, red, white, and blue, and a blue Mickey ears. Right there. The ABC Commissary and the Trolley Car Cafe, red, white, and blue raspberry frangipane bar. Frangipane layered with raspberry jam. Does anyone know what frangipane is?
Pam, help us out.
What's frangipane? Anyway, Woody's Lunchbox, 4th of July Lunchbox Tart, cherry pie filling, vanilla fondant, and star sprinkles. That sounds great. Lunchbox Parfait, blue raspberry gelatin, whipped cream, strawberry gelatin, fresh strawberries, and blueberries. So, Jello?
Jello.
At Epcot, Connections Cafe, 4th of July, waffle, brioche dough with pearl sugar. Oh, Pam, how am I saying it? How are we supposed to say it?
Break it down for us.
Yeah. Break it down. Anyway, wrestling.
When we pronounce food wrong, she must her and Adam are just probably laughing at us.
It's like nails on a chalkboard to them.
He's probably embarrassed that he knows us.
Yeah. This next one, Matt, I want to order it, but I have to order it a certain way. Do you know how to do it?
Which one are we at? The
fife and drum. Yes, I want the American dream.
Oh yeah, the Dusty Roads.
Yep.
You have to Google
The frozen Fanta wild cherry vanilla ice cream. All right, wrestling thing, if anybody knows.
Yeah.
Frozen Fanta wild cherry vanilla ice cream and frozen Fanta blue raspberry slushy. That sounds awesome. And at Sunshine Seasons, the red, white, and blue cake pop. Red velvet cake pops. Right there. And at Disney Springs, good grief, there's a lot of this. Disney Springs, you get the Emirates Patisserie. It's the apple pie eclair filled with white chocolate cinnamon apple mousse garnished with whipped caramel, white ganache, cinnamon apples, and crispy pearls. Holy crap, yes, please. The daily poutine, cheeseburger poutine.
Okay.
I could eat my weight in this stuff.
That's
French
for anybody
fries.
wondering, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah, it is. French fries, ground beef, cheese sauce, bacon, lettuce, tomato, pickles, ketchup, and mustard. Oh my gosh.
So Dave, real quick, I have it all here. I Googled it because Pam told me to. It's called Fran Japan. Japan.
How did I say it?
I think you Frangipani, maybe. It doesn't matter.
I think I said frangipane.
It's pretty much it's an almond flavored custard.
Okay. But oh my, if anyone's going to be at Disney World June 29th through July 31st, please eat some of this for me and tell me how great it is. Oh man, makes my mouth water just thinking about it. All right, the resorts available at various pool bars and lounges across resorts. Sparkling strawberry. It's Prosecco and strawberry puree garnished with strawberries. If you like strawberries, there you go.
It's this. How can you get more simple than that?
No. Stars and Stripes. This looks good too. Bacardi raspberry rum blended with flavors of coconut, pineapple, raspberry puree, topped with a float of blue curacao.
That's that picture. The picture's right above.
Yeah, that looks good. Yes, I like fruity drinks every now and then, but give me my bourbon most of the time. All right, and now at the All-Stars at the food courts, the Firecracker Push-Up Pop, layers of strawberry cake, lemon buttercream with sprinkles. Meh. Then at AOA and Pop, the Star Spangled Cupcake, yellow cupcake filled with watermelon basil curd with lemon buttercream and white chocolate stars. That's a no for me. Now we're at the Beach Club and the Yacht Club. The Berry Blast Trifle. Yeah, trifle. Yep. Layers of strawberry mousse, blackberry compote, vanilla cake crumbles, and whipped cream.
These sound great, but I'm just not that much of a sweet guy to jump on these.
Yeah.
Okay,
tell you what, we're going to there's a whole lot of these. We're going to skip to like the meat and potatoes here. Port Orleans, sweet and spicy ribs, tender pork ribs with sweet and spicy barbecue sauce, cowboy beans, corn on the cob, and coleslaw. Here you go. Wait. Chris Maples, wrestling nod. Every time I get in line for Space Mountain, I turn to my kids and say, it may be the oldest ride in the park, but let's get the longest ride. Woo! Let's not. I should have pre-read that before I put it up.
Yeah, it's Chris. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, all this. Yeah. Michelle says Disney loves blue carousel.
They get it on a discount.
Must. Yeah, here's another one. The Patriotic Wave, the Mediterranean Wave with the addition of blue carousel and hibiscus.
There it is again. Yeah.
Yep. Here we go. The Pim Test Kitchen. So this
we just missed
this
that.
is at Disneyland. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You got excited for a minute.
Do what?
You got excited there for a minute.
I did. Test 0615, foul play. Barbecue turkey leg and red particle sides, marble potato salad, and pickled vegetables. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of what's this corn dog?
Oh, wait, we got two. Okay, Downtown Disney. Black Tap Craft Burger and Shake. Red, white, and blue shake. Vanilla rim with red, white, and blue sprinkles topped with a 4th of July. Oh, no, never mind. I thought that was going to be a burger. But this corn dog here.
That sounds legit.
Yeah, it does. A hot link dipped in batter, rolled in panko crumbs, and drizzled with spicy sriracha mayo with hot cheese puff dust.
If you like heat, that's
That sounds awesome.
Yep. Man, if
All
that
right.
could just that needs to go for another like 12 days after that.
Oh man, I'd be so happy.
That's
All
a
right,
lot of
there you go.
Okay, so it's 9:00 at night in the East Coast. Everybody's hungry now. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, you're welcome. That leaves us about 20 minutes to talk about the main event.
Dave, let's just get right into it. Dave, so everybody knows you were supposed to go to Walt Disney World last Friday? Were you supposed to travel?
We were leaving Thursday night.
Oh, Thursday. So many days just kind of blend together for me.
Yeah, they do.
Dave, the floor is yours, my friend.
So we get to the Huntsville Airport, and the Huntsville Airport it's not a small airport. We have one terminal with 10 gates, but I mean it's a good airport. We get in the airplane. We leave Huntsville about 7:55 p.m. Central Time. We fly into Atlanta, hit the ground about 8:55. It's about 8:15. It's a 30-minute flight. Thank you, Eric. I know it's a small airport considering you're in Pennsylvania. It's big for Huntsville. At this time, we're thinking, okay, the flight's supposed to leave at what time was it supposed to leave? I think it's supposed to leave originally at 11:45. So we had a good 2.5 hour layover. We get to the gate, and we get there and said, okay, you have a delay of 12:30. So it's not going to board until 12:30, which means we're not going to get to Orlando until about 1:45. They tell us the reason is we have 3 of our flight attendants. The 4th one is on a plane, and that one lands now. It's supposed to land at midnight, and she'll rush to get here. 12:30 gets here, still no flight attendant. At this point, they're trying to call other flight attendants because the next announcement they make says, well, her plane now lands at 1:30, and they paused, p.m. So her plane wasn't going to get in until the next day now. At this time, it's about 12:30, 12:45, going on 1 o'clock in the morning. My kids have been awake for 18 hours. I've been awake for about that long. We barely had dinner. Barely had anything to drink because places are closed at this point in time in the Atlanta airport. So they finally find a flight attendant at 1:45 in the morning. At 1:45, they rush down to the pilots to talk to the pilots and say, all right, let's get it going. And the pilots say, I'm sorry, we've timed out now. So at 2 o'clock in the morning, the Delta gate agent gets on his little intercom and says, unfortunately, folks, your flight is now canceled. Good luck finding something else. Puts his hat on and walks off. So I'm full of adrenaline because I'm not happy. I think, okay, what can we do? I get on my phone. We had a rental car in Orlando. So I thought, okay, I'm going to just move my rental car to Atlanta and we will just drive. I'm full of adrenaline. We'll just drive until I'm tired and Amanda can drive the second leg. I move it. It says we have a rental car. We get to the Avis counter, and as we're about to turn the corner to go pick up our car, they say, if you've made it a one-way rental in the last 24 hours, we don't have them. Sorry, it's been canceled. Okay. So plan C is finding a hotel in Atlanta. We'll just sleep there for the night and find a good plan of attack next. Every hotel within 30 miles of the Hartsville Jackson Airport was sold out. So at this point, it's 3:30 in the morning. My girls are super tired. I am extremely pleased with how they took this in stride. But so we walk to oh man, it said there's a Kid Rock concert. That might be one. We walked to the Delta ticket counter and just set up shop. About 4:00 in the morning, I look at Amanda, my wife Amanda, and say, we're just going to buy a ticket back home. So I booked the flight, the next flight out to Huntsville, which is about 8:00 in the morning, to just go back to home. So we get up to the counter. Everything's normal. And we get back to Huntsville. So that is my 12 hours of the Atlanta airport in a nutshell. So here's what to do when it goes wrong. You ready? Learn from my mistakes. 1, don't panic. Don't rush the gate agent, even though they can be female dogs or a-holes sometimes. They're doing a job. They don't have any answers. They can't fix it for you. Stay calm. Do not, and this is where I got yelled at by the Delta agent. Not yelled at, but told differently. Never, ever, ever book another flight to try to get somewhere else, because Delta or whoever you fly with will always try to make it right or do whatever they can to make it right. What they would have done, now they ended up crediting everything, giving us a whole lot of credits. But what they did is they canceled back. They canceled what I paid $2,000 for a 30-minute flight for 4 people. But they canceled that. They were able to use the original ticket to get us back to Huntsville. They say never, ever, ever book on and cancel. That will mess their system up. The other thing to do, and I cannot stress this enough, stay calm. Because if you're not calm, that puts whoever you're talking with at elevation, especially if you're traveling with kids. The only thing I can think of, by the grace of God, I didn't lose my crap. Because as Matt knows, I'm prone to going off the handle a few times.
Yes, we thought tonight was going to be a little bit. I had the censor button ready to go.
But if you stay calm, your kids will feed off your energy if you're traveling with kids. So whatever you do, stay calm. The one saving grace we had, for the first time ever, we had actually decided that we're going to just use carry-on luggage because we were just going for 3 days. So by the grace of God, we decided not to check bags, and we had all of our luggage. My daughter had her pills, her anxiety pills. I had my anxiety pills. She had her ADHD medication in the morning. So, the kids saw it as an adventure. After, they had a good cry because we weren't going to Disney World, and Ellie was sad because one thing I told her, I said, the only thing I want for Father's Day is I want to see you and Harper excited and hugging those princesses for the first time in 2 years. So she cried because she didn't get to do that. She didn't get to give me my perfect Father's Day present. But we made an adventure here at home. We had a lot of fun. We saw Lightyear, which it's a movie. I'm not going to get into my thoughts because It's a movie. We just had a lot of fun here at home. So, Matt, do you have any tips and tricks for?
I think your main you hit it right nail on the head. There is not to panic.
Yep.
You mean it's like no people got to understand it's and you see it a lot, and unfortunately, it's the world that we live in today with the internet and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, where you see these people flipping out on gate agents and stuff like that. Like Dave said, they're just relaying information. They're relaying it, like everybody has a boss. They can't just randomly just blurt out information if they don't have the proper information. So yelling and screaming at people, guys, it's not going to get you far in life anyway. It's just not.
And,
well, go, Dave.
Yeah, and that's what I have some choice words for that gate agent though, because good luck finding a flight and walking off.
That's a little like. It's I'm not going to say unexpected, because you see situations like that. That's like, hey, not my problem. Sorry about your luck.
Yeah.
But people don't understand, and it's like flights are difficult right now, and it's there's nothing. It really, you got to understand weather. Pilots time out. People got to understand that. Like they just
fly
can't,
24 hours.
I want to say it's 12 max.
Yeah, I think it's the same as truckers.
It's something in that mix, and they can't all of a sudden just decide, I can fly 3 more. It doesn't work that way. You mean they get fined, they can lose their jobs, and if they did that, then we're out more pilots and even a bigger situation than we're in right now. So main thing, don't panic. Don't panic.
That's what, and unfortunately, travel agents wouldn't have helped with flights. But if something happens while you're on a trip, while you're, something's going on with your hotel, with anything like that, that's what travel agents are for. We can help alleviate some of that issue. Chris said, "Is this my first bad experience with Delta?" It is, unfortunately. I am a Delta snob. Like I have been. All of my points are with Delta. Anytime we fly out of Huntsville, it's with Delta. I have come to the realization, though, that this isn't a Delta issue, unfortunately. This is an Atlanta Airport issue. Hartsville-Jackson issue. This weekend alone, I think they had 135 flights canceled. 100 of those were with Delta, unfortunately. But I have a lot of airline miles with Delta, but out of Huntsville, Delta's the main one, but it goes directly to Huntsville. So here's what I've done. Matt, you'll be proud of me.
Hold on a sec.
Okay. What?
I don't know. You got something to say. I was excited.
Yeah.
Go.
You're going to be proud of me. If you remember 2 months ago, I was flying into Seattle the day of the flight.
Yes.
It was a direct flight, though, from Nashville to Seattle. We changed it to the night before, getting in at 11:51. Or actually, it was 12:51. Because of this fiasco, Matt, we are now getting into Seattle at noon on Thursday. On Thursday.
Okay. All right.
So we might have to do a meet and hang out Thursday night in Seattle.
I might have to add 2 more people to my dinner reservation.
Where are you at? Where is it?
The Fisherman.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
I'm excited about that.
My other new rule, and this is because my wife had some issues flying back from Las Vegas in December. My other new rule is I will never schedule a flight that leaves after 9:30 out of Atlanta. 9:30 p.m. is my maximum time at night to fly out of Atlanta, because that will give me 2 or 3 more flights just in case something happens.
All right. I ran into the where was I going? Oh, we had a fam trip in Walt Disney World last year. And I want to say my flight was supposed to leave at 7 p.m. I think we ended up leaving at 11:45, almost midnight.
Whew.
And I got into the resort at Pop Century at 2:45 a.m.
Oh,
And let's also add that I think I had to be up to meet the agents at 7.
oh,
You want to know what you do with that? You put your big boy pants on and you chug a cherry Coke and you're good to go.
yep.
That's what I did.
Oh man.
What did Frank write? Can you put up Frank's?
Yep. Frank said, I extended my stay for GoldCon because I had a direct flight from Philly to Orlando in order to avoid a stop in Atlanta.
Right on.
Look, if you can get a direct flight, to quote Emperor Palpatine, "Dit."
Direct's the way to go. You know what I mean? It's layovers honestly just cause too many issues in my opinion. But obviously some people have to. We get it. Some places are not direct, and we get it. And some airlines don't go direct. So like Southwest out of Boston, I can't go direct Southwest Boston to Orlando. I have to go down to Providence, Rhode Island.
Ugh.
Which no, it's an hour. It's an hour compared to driving 35 minutes. In TF Green Airport in Providence is probably the same size as that Huntsville Airport.
Yeah. And Eric's right. Layovers are nice depending on the airport. Like there are some airports I actually enjoy layovers at.
I had a layover. Wow, I'm aging myself now. I was going to a baseball tournament in Battle Creek, Michigan back in 1993, 94. And we had a 5-hour layover in the Pittsburgh airport.
Oh, wow.
Their game room back in those days, I was also like 12, 13. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Spent a lot.
Like Jim Rome there. Phenomenal.
Yeah, it was. But for a kid, you know what I mean? That's back in the day. You hand him a bunch of quarters. Yes, it's not cards like it is now. It's like hand him a whole bunch of quarters.
Right.
And send him on his way.
Well, and I'll say this, the Dallas Fort Worth airport, some of the food at DFW is amazing. Yeah. And sometimes the Atlanta airport is good because they've got some good food. They've got the Varsity.
I'm going to try to remember. I don't think I had, you know what I mean? I've gone in and out of Dallas Fort Worth, but I don't remember ever really eating there.
Oh, DFW, it's a lot of Tex-Mex.
Well, yeah.
They've got Texas brisket too. So anytime I can get some Tex-Mex.
What did Eric write? Sometimes I'll do labor and show on my way to Philly just to get Bojangles.
Dude, Bojangles it's
just
overrated.
Just let Eric do his thing. So we're obviously talking about things when trips don't go your way. So obviously I mentioned some things with Alaska for me today. I got that dreaded email at 11:35 last night that it's like obviously the world's not going to end. It's not dictating my trip. One of my excursion got canceled for Skagway. Yay, we got our money back. Boo, there's nothing else to book.
Right.
But
there was a couple of things.
There was a couple of things, but it's nothing that's exciting to me. Like
right.
It doesn't, like, I'm not going on a zip line. No. So what we've established is I partnered with a couple of our other agents. And there's actually 2 breweries, a distillery. We're going to the Red Onion Saloon. If you know what the Red Onion Saloon was back in the day, if you don't, Google it. We're doing or don't. We're actually going to tour that. And then we're going to have lunch at the Skagway Fish Company, which is supposed to have one of the best fish and chip platters in Alaska. So now we're more of on our, like, I'm not panicking about it because now I'm on a little bit on my schedule. Like with the excursion stuff was supposed to start at 3, I think 3 to 5. And then we had dinner plans like later in the evening. Now it's like we can get off the ship. You want to know when we can get off the ship? When I feel like it.
Right. Whenever you want.
You know when I'm going to get back on the ship? When I feel like it. I'm on my own schedule now. So like I understand like on cruising and excursions get canceled, understand there's probably a reason. They just didn't cancel just because they were like, hey, wow, we go through everybody on Facebook and be like, yeah, we don't like this Matt kid. Yeah, let's cancel on him.
They might.
They might. But I mean, never, like, that goes back to what Dave said. Don't go into panic mode. Look for other excursions. You know, I mean, obviously we're 25 days out, so I wasn't expecting there to be much right now. But always remember, going on a self-guided walking tour with your own group and exploring on your own is never a bad thing either.
No, it's not. In fact, you might find some cool places doing it that way.
Like, and especially in Skagway, where it's very, very small. It's probably very similar to the town that I live in here in Massachusetts, and in size wise. But like I've been researching all day. I'm like, man, okay, this place like sells like special like artwork in this place, and like they have T-shirts, and and like that's where I found the 2 breweries, and then the distillery. Like, and you want to know what I spent with the distillery today is, okay, like how many things of vodka can I get back onto the ship to hand over? Obviously, I'm not one of those people. Hand over and can fit back in my luggage to go to LA. To go to.
So is it vodka distillery or what kind of distillery?
It was vodka and shoot. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find it.
Because I'm not a vodka drinker, so I don't know if that would entice me. Pam, just get back to the ship in time. Don't do the walk of shame on TikTok.
Oh, no, Pam, do you think Auntie Beth would let that happen? They sell, why is it not coming up? They only sell bone dry gin and glacial vodka. The vodka piques my interest because it's made with glacial waters from the Juneau ice fields.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna depending on the price of them, because obviously everything in Alaska is a little bit more expensive, and everybody understands that.
Right.
I got a couple bags. I bought a couple of those travel alcohol bags so they don't spill my luggage.
So, okay, here in a couple of weeks, we'll do our Alaska packing show.
Oh, my packing is an absolute train wreck right now. I have about 4 different lists going.
So let me ask you this, and let's just get a little sneak peek. How many bags will you be bringing?
1.
Just 1?
1 in my backpack.
Really?
Yeah. Dave, and I've mentioned this to some people a little bit. If you see me on the ship and I'm doing nothing that day and it's a ship day, I'm wearing my sweatpants.
Cool.
Hey, I'm on vacation. I don't need to prove myself to anybody.
Hey, he's on vacation.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like don't get me wrong. Dinner, I'll get not dressy, but I'll get presentable.
Jeans and a polo.
You know what I mean? I got school clothes. I work in a school. I got all kinds of fun stuff. But I think the most things I'll have in my bag are footwear.
Okay.
Because remember, I got to pack a little bit for Disneyland too.
That's true. All right. So Frank here this will be our first Disney cruise. On the first night, we had to come to a stop midway between Key West and Nassau so the Coast Guard could land for a medical emergency. Whew.
Obviously, I'll say this: that stinks big time. Yeah. But also, that's something as a travel agent you get to see and experience and know how they handle situations like that. Obviously, Frank's one of our Goldgell Getaways agents, so yep. I mean that's where I come with my mindset is like, man, it stinks for that person, but seeing the way the Coast Guard and everybody handled the situation, that's the way I'd be looking at it.
Yep. Let's see.
What did Chris say? I see my name. Amy
and Val. 3 suitcases total for Val and me.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And Chris says, I agree with Matt. My wife is a professional packer. She can fold clothes like no other. We can 1 bag it. Ugh.
What? Time out. One bag at total for both you and Carol, or is it like one bag each? You mean
There's
that's
no way. Eric says 1 check-in bag, 1 carry-on bag, and a backpack. That's easy. I can do that.
I just don't want like. My issue is I think this is going to be my first cruise where I just buy so much stuff.
Chris says 1 bag for both of us.
Okay. I mean, I could see Auntie Beth and myself going to 3 bags.
Yeah.
The only reason that third bag being more of a gifts that we bought.
Yeah, that's so. The other thing too is I've read a lot that that you have to pack for everything.
Yeah, I've seen that too, and I mean we'll wait for obviously Josh to talk about it because I'm sure Josh is not the packer in the Rippy household.
I can almost guarantee you that.
What did Eric write?
Had a cousin pack a tricycle in a bag before. Glenn says, wife and I will have a carry-on and a personal bag each.
Okay. You mean my backpack is going to be my personal bag. I'll have it's really, and I'm trying to think of like things that I usually bring on, like I'm torn. Do I bring a bathing suit? Am I going to go swimming that much? Is it just taking up space? Is it not taking up space?
Right.
But I'm going to Disneyland where I'm actually only doing the parks like a day and a half.
So you've got to.
So it's like, maybe I'll just ship stuff there.
Don't do that. Hey, don't forget, you will have an extra hat.
Yes. Well, the only one that comes with me is my official Goldgell Getaways hat.
Well, you'll have a Trash Pandas hat as well.
I know. I'm going to have 2. I'm going 2 hats. I need to get the hair cleaned up a little bit. I'm not going to say that the barber today did a horrendous job, but she did a horrendous job. Luckily, I work in a vocational school, and they're going to hook me up in cosmetology tomorrow.
I'm trying to think. How many hats will I bring? I know I'm going to bring my Braves hat.
I'm usually bad, but like I'm probably bringing. I'll have the Trash Panda hat.
Yeah.
Probably both Goldgell Getaways hats that I have. And I'll probably bring. I have a bucket hat from school that I'll probably bring. Just that, probably more for Disneyland than worrying about the crazy sunlight in Alaska.
So I definitely I'll definitely bring my good Braves hat. I have to bring a hat to work out in. I have to bring, I have to have a couple of options for hats.
Did you say workout? Like, are you confused by like we're on vacation?
I know, but I'm gonna wear. I'm not gonna. I've got to work out so I can eat more. That's the point. Spend an hour a day in the gym and then eat. Val had the same thoughts. I have hats everywhere. Guys, y'all don't understand how many hats I've got. And I just bought a new one today. So
before we went on, we went through hats on lids.com.
Yeah. I'm like, and I will probably, when we go to Anaheim, I know I'll buy an Angels hat. So well, Matt, I think we've done it. I hope that the show helped people understand what to do when things go wrong. I know that it's not fun, but unfortunately, that's the world we are living in right now.
Right. I think the main thing, Dave, is like we said right at the beginning of, you can't panic.
Right. Don't
feed off other people's energy, because obviously other people are mad and angry and fired up, and people show emotion differently. Let's say that. Don't feed off their nonsense. Be the nice guy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Chris.
Ooh.
Oh, Chris.
Ooh.
Oh, Chris. I'm not even going to read that comment. Oh, by the way, the Freeze just got beat at Truist Park tonight. Anyway.
What's Eric say? I work out at the buffet, gross, by putting food in my mouth, lunge by reaching for the food.
I like Frank's. Burn 2,000 calories to eat 4,000, so he made that 2,000 calorie diet.
And that's we'll talk about that as we get closer. So, like, do we have a topic for next week, Dave?
Not yet.
No. So
Not
we'll
yet.
be.
It will just be you and I again, though.
Yes, Josh is doing some weddings up in Pennsylvania, if I remember correctly.
Something like that.
My
But
my GPS fell off him. I can't keep track of where he is.
when Josh is gone,
No calling. No waiting. There's no rules!
Put your shirt back on.
There's one rule!
Right.
only one rule.
Yeah, only one rule. I just want to pull up one thing, Dave, before we.
Okay.
So put me in, coach. I'm ready. All right. We are back next Tuesday. The one thing that we're going to try, and
so are we going to do Tuesday? We're going to do 2 next week.
yeah, we're gonna blitz out the 2. So
Okay.
Everybody watching, you can hear us out on this a little bit, and we got it okayed by Disney to do this. I had Pam reach out to Bruce. Bruce gave us the thumbs up to do this. So we are actually going to broadcast through the podcast along with Dave and myself for the debut of The Wish on the 29th. So we're going to be broadcasting from 11 a.m. Eastern time on the 29th, and see what goes on that day. I'm excited about that. I think they're going to announce some things a little bit. The godmother of the ship, which has been very under wraps.
I thought I heard it was Mariah Carey or somebody like that.
No, I've heard 15 different things, but I got a feeling they're going to announce it then, and we'll give our thoughts during the presentation. We obviously won't talk over it, but I think this is a good way to get the viewers to more views for it.
Okay, for those of you that are here with us, y'all get to be my test people. Hold up. Okay, so.
Perfect.
It worked, didn't it?
So far. We might be on a little bit of a delay though, right?
Yeah, we are. So you'll hear us talking and then this talking and Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna make that happen.
Yep, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, so we're excited about that. Kind of get out of our element a little bit and try something new. And it's a morning session. So Dave at 10 a.m. with his
coffee with Dave.
With his coffee with Dave. I'm excited about that. We'll obviously remind everybody as we do Tuesday's episode next week, 8:30 Eastern time,
7:30
Central, because that's what Dave is, and everybody worries about Dave. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Getaways YouTube channel. Subscribe, click that bell, notify. Instagram, Goldgell Getaways. TikTok, Goldgell Getaways. Facebook, we got that great page. We'll probably if you want to watch it, we'll probably broadcast it there as well. And then all the sub channels that come off of that is like Universal, Disney, all inclusive, cruise line, stuff like that.
Let me do a little caveat too. We'll be broadcasting it, but I'll also be working too. So
you'll be double dipping.
Yeah,
I'll be on school break. I'll lead.
Well, you're a teacher. You get to do.
I'll lead the pack on that one. But other than that, like I said, we're back next Tuesday with a special episode on Wednesday. Breakfast with the boys, we'll call it.
I like it. Or could we do Irish coffee with Dave and Matt?
I'll have to get permission. Probably not. But it was enough to try to get permission to actually do this whole thing.
Right.
But the christening of the Wish, maybe we'll lead up. We'll talk some Wish stuff leading into it on Tuesday, because obviously we'll probably get some more information about what's going to happen on that Wednesday.
Not a bad idea.
But other than that, now we're off to plan your next vacation. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
See you guys.